one of you.
I want you to deal with your problems by becoming rich.
This is my home. They're gonna need a wrecking ball to take me out of here.
Good day, everybody. Whether it's morning, evening, or anywhere in between, welcome to unRekt Traders. I'm going to take a look at the PEPE coin on the machine now. Did a Nexus one earlier. So the monthly data we don't really have too much to go off of here. However, we do have the 10 coming back into that range. It's just sitting at the top of it. So there is the possibility of price coming down to this 10, which is pretty low. It would be a drop down to 50% drop. And then we also have a very strong support just below us at 26% down, let's just say. So, that support's sitting at the 56.7, and then our possible target is at 36.9. Now that red 10 is just coming into that range, so it's kind of a weak support and resistance, but we do still have pretty strong support on the 20 white. Coming into the 3-day, we have a little more data. Not a ton, but you can kind of go off the 50 more or less now. So we do have the 10 and the 20 coming into that range. The 20 is just sitting on there as support, just about to enter in. So we can see that price actually did come to that support and bounced off of it because it wasn't able to enter in quite yet. But then we also have extremely strong support on that 50, and that 50 is sitting at the 473. So probably when this 3-day ends, which be the new open tonight on UTC 0 tonight, then we could see a possibility of price wanting to kind of suddenly jump down to this 10. Well, I don't know about how sudden, but price will want to come down to this 10, and then we'd find support at this 480, 478 kind of range. On the daily, things change up a little bit from those higher time frame ones where we have the 10 red's pretty low coming back into that range. It's just acting as a little bit of a resistance support. And then we have the 50 quasi aqua coming into the top of that range, which is pretty weak resistance support, with strong support on the 100 yellow sitting at 555. So price, if this 10 doesn't stay in trend and it starts to move up a little bit more, then we'll see that move up to probably that 857, possibly up into this resistance of 96. I doubt it'll get that high. It's possible. We'll see. It really depends on how bullish a meme coin can become. So, we can see pretty big moves. And if we look at the higher time frames, we can see that, this did push pretty high. Like we're at basically the 10th standard deviation, which never happens except for on meme coins, just because of the bullishness and, everything else that goes into a meme coin for that matter. But we do have that 10 there. So, can we push out? Well, yes, it is a meme coin. The potential is there. But as of right now, I could see us moving up to the 10, finding resistance, maybe a little bit above it, and then coming down to this possible target, which technically has already been hit here. So, yeah, it has been hit. So, and then, we could see once that 50 comes down in, so basically move up to the 10, maybe a little bit higher, and then coming down to this support at 55.7. Looking at the 4-hour, again, let me just bring up the quasi a little bigger so I can see it. So we do have the 200 entering into that range, which is the purple. So that purple is our current target on the 4-hour, bringing price down to that 468 kind of range. Now the 10 has popped back in, and we've hit that 10, kind of coming up a little bit above it. Now we do have the 20 as our target at 831. And then we'll see if it tries to get above that 50 and the resistance level, and possibly coming up into the resistance at 92. Typically, doesn't happen every time, but typically what we see is that price will come into a Bollinger Band and then try to break out at least once. If it fails, then we take it to liquidity. But if it does break out, then we can come up into that resistive areas and then break down or go completely into trend again. But we've already broken through the 100 and the 50, didn't really retest those for the most part, and then fell through. So this is pretty much our target on the 4-hour, with the possibility of moving up to 86, 92 before basically taking out liquidity here and coming down. On the 1 hour itself, 1 hour we have upper targets, although we were hitting resistance on that 200. So we kind of came into that band, we pushed down. So it's kind of what I was talking about in the last one, where when we enter into a band, we try to exit out. Now we are showing a little bit of weakness here. The 100 is going to hold as support regardless as of right now, which is sitting at that 738. So price will try to break free, come back up and hit this possible target here of the 86.5, basically filling in these imbalance candles. And then maybe if we get a bit bullish, we might come back up here and fill in this imbalance up here. Although we don't really need to actually. So anyway, the possible target here is 86.4, and then as of right now, we could push down, take out liquidity one more time here, hit this support, or this 20 support will hold us before the 100 actually. So double bottom maybe, and then push up into here. So that's kind of what I'm seeing for PEPE as of right now. But overall, I'd say we're kind of looking at a pretty big drawdown, unless things can really take off here. I guess the possibility is there, but we'll see how it plays out. That 10 does want to come up. The 20 is acting as resistance because it's below that range, and another 8 hours for this to finish. So we could push up a little higher, but again, even this 50 up here at 94 is going to act as pretty strong resistance right now. So that's what I'm seeing on PEPE, and thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one. God bless.
Visit unRekt.me and download our free powerful indicators, and join our community of traders in our Discord server and get full access to the Machine Suite Indicators, the Nexus Suite Indicators, and the Nexus Screener.